lately, as you all know, there are two videos going around in the conspirosphere. By the way, the term conspirosphere is a term that I've come up with that used in reference to the worldwide community of conspiracy believers and researchers, of whom I personally happen to be one among many. So, anyways, guys, so there are two clips. One is this clip over here from one of the recent episodes from The Simpsons discussing the election, or should I say, selection of 2020. And in this, I'm not going to play the whole clip. I think a lot of you may have seen it. In case if you have not, I will post a link to this clip in the description section, as well as every other video that I will be discussing in this video of mine. So, as you can see in this clip, I mean, you see the Illuminati owl symbol on top of Homer. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, being in this line of research for a very long time, I doubt stuff like this that they put in front of your face is ever a coincidence. Owl, Illuminati symbolism. According to the Illuminati belief system, owl is a symbolic reference to wisdom. And according to the beliefs of the Illuminati, Lucifer was the most full of wisdom creation from among all of God's creation. Yeah, sure. So, anyways, and then so you have this Illuminati symbol, and so Mars basically comes up. So, as a result of selection 2020, whatever the results may or may not be, because it's not over yet, guys. Yes, Biden has been declared as president-select of 2020. But Chump Cheetos, which is my name for Trump, is not going to give up. Let's see what he does. Let's say if the Supreme Court hands Chump Cheetos his reselection, you will see massive turmoil. BLM going nuts. Watch the last video I uploaded, where BLM leaders are, saying things straight out of their own mouth. You think BLM is crazy now? Wait till Chump Cheetos refuses to accept Biden as the next president, goes into the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court hands over Chump Cheetos his reselection. Oh boy, there's going to be civil strife, commotion, friction, civil war that will eventually lead to a dystopian society. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That's my phone. Let me just hold on a second. Please forgive me. My phone is making noises in the background. Oh, God, I hate technology sometimes. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, see Homer Simpson armed up in an idiotic way, and this long rifle here. Yeah, Civil War scene. Homer is completely geared up because he is in the middle of a civil war. He is in the middle of a civil war, and you see robots here moving around. By the way, I know a guy. I'm not gonna tell you who he is. He knows at least one or two people who are quite well connected, and he has told me that once the police state happens, it's not going to be human beings who are armed policing people. It's going to be robots policing people. In fact, the last time my parents went to a farmer's market, there was actually a robot there who actually greeted my dad, and then when he was leaving, said goodbye. Now, how did that robot know? Are we in the initial stages of artificial intelligence? Could very be so. Could very well be so. So let's proceed. So Richie from Boston gave us assessment of this scene, where Richie was talking about how pestilence is going to come first, famine, and then these two will lead up to the third, which is war. I can totally see that. Yeah, pestilence, i.e., the COVID-19 pandemic, and then there's discussion about there being a massive food shortage, which which is exactly what happens when you have a famine. I mean, there's a lack of food, so I could totally see an artificially induced famine-like situation coming about, and then eventually war. Yep, I can totally see it. But Richie, I wish he went a little further, which is what I'm going to do right now. Ah, Four Horsemen. No, where have we heard that before? The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, mentioned in the Book of Revelation. So, guys, if you want, you can go to Revelation chapter 6. It talks about the Four Horsemen. So you see the Illuminati symbol, then you see the ramifications, the results of Selection 2020, dystopian society, civil war, need to be armed with your gun, this robots roaming around. In fact, pretty soon I'll even show you a scene where a robot kicks somebody. Yep, robots, violent robots coming soon to a place near you. And on top of that, you see the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Combine all that together, Simpsons, oh, this TV show is telling us that the apocalypse of Revelation is closer than ever. How close? Only God knows. Finally, I can agree with something. Finally, I can agree with Homer on this one. Uh oh. Yeah, man. Uh oh. Uh oh is right. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, robots don't have any empathy or feelings, so of course they would kick an old man. So, um, as you guys have probably seen Songbird, the trailer. I mean, I've seen it at least 4 or 5 times now. But it took me the third or fourth time to see this one particular scene. Well, 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 what do you know? The Illuminati one eye symbol. Coincidence? Absolutely not. Let me go further and let's see. I mean, I'll post all of these videos in the description section, but I do plan on showing you at least a few scenes. So you see those guys in the yellow jackets. Hold on, let me just dragging this poor woman away. Now, I mean, I recall somebody from either it's WHO or CDC, talking about how we need to quarantine and separate the sick people in the households away from the healthy ones. And on top of that, the mainstream media is telling us recently, for some time now, that the surge of COVID-19 cases have spiked in the United States. Could things end up becoming so serious that people from the government will literally drag you away and forcefully put you into quarantine? like we see happening to this poor woman over here. Yeah, yeah, I can't take that off the table, guys. I mean, I totally see this thing being most likely than not in the near future, or maybe later than that. So, so here's another video that I want to share with you guys. It's by Ice Age Farmer. Please do subscribe to him. I have, and I'm not gonna play the whole video, but I will play a few parts of it. And I live in the state of California, so let's see what Newsom, or I like to call him Given Nuisance. Let's see what Given Nuisance will do. So yeah. So instead of calling him Gavin Newsom, I prefer calling him Given Nuisance because that's what he is. He is a given nuisance. Oh yeah, we have to prepare. Um, since I work in retail, I've been working at this retail job for over 3.5 years, despite having an undergraduate college degree. Again, long story. Don't want to get into that. Good news is I've reduced my hours and I'm taking accounting courses and hopefully we'll be able to get out of the retail industry eventually. Anyways, I digress. So as a result of working in this retail business, which is specifically in the grocery store business, I'm noticing lines recently increasing again after a pause. And I do believe that we are gradually moving towards a second food shortage. In fact, I was just some time ago at the grocery store nearby my at one of the grocery stores nearby my place, and there was massive emptiness, which as a result eventually reminded me of what I read in the Wall Street Journal, where I found that there are some experts saying that there will be a second grocery shortage. So just keep your eyes peeled, guys. If you notice a grocery shortage happening more and more, um, please stock up on food. I'm keeping an eye out also, and if there are shelves getting empty more and more, then that will be my cue to also start stocking up more food. So we need to keep our eyes peeled, and honestly, like besides work, I try to stay at home as much as possible because there's no telling what chaos you may bump into outside. And we are living in chaotic times, in eerie times. In fact, just today I heard one or two gunshot sounds, and just the other day I heard two gunshot sounds from outside. And I have a fellow conspiracy brother and friend of mine who also lives in the West Coast, but not in California. And even he was talking about uh, not too long ago that he's been hearing gunshots outside of his home. Stay safe, guys. Like seriously, COVID-19 is nothing, 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 nothing compared when you compare it to how fucked up, excuse my language, how messed up people truly are. I mean, I rest my case, guys. I really do. Anyways, again, stay safe. Bye.